Is that the record button? It is now recording. All right. We got people on the line already, I think. Well, not right now, but coming.
Come on, put your hands together. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, let me tell you about this love hour.
You have anything right now? Not really. I wanted to know to you, Jeffrey, Talib, and Omar.
Y'all ready?
Yes, do your 3, 2, 1 thing.
3, 2, 1, and welcome.
And welcome to the Love Power Show. Another powerful edition of the Love Power Show, where sometimes that love is tough. Call somebody. We're on the air, screaming loud and sparing none, discussing everything from the sublime to the ridiculous, because we have guests who are exciting, interesting, knowledgeable, experts, thought-provoking, and fascinating, I might say. Today, in the studio, a full panel, if you will. Lonnie Simmons, Jeffrey Steele, Talib El-Amin, and Omar Baruti. And today we are going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about African Americans and money, briefly. And then we're going to transition to police brutality. More specifically, the recent murder of the young man, 25-year-old man, Mr. Gray. What's his first name, Omar? But anyway, we'll get to it. Freddie Gray. And then we'll get onto that topic. But I want to go first to you, Lonnie. What do you think about African Americans and money? You want me to make it a little more specific?
Yeah, you can.
Do we value as a group money the way in which we should? Last week I brought up Dr. Boyce Watkins and his video showing black people eating money, flashing money, playing with money, and not valuing money. Money in your pocket sometimes, not your pocket, but African American, burns their pocket. Go ahead, Lonnie.
I think we just, as a whole, we don't have a collective pot for ourselves as to what we would like to do with our money. We don't have, I don't believe we have a so-called our money pot. You know, we have money that we work for from a boss. You know, you get that check and then you go pay your utility, buy food from whoever distributing that. Mm-hmm. But that money is not recycling back to us, and we spend our money on other things, and we are more a consumer and not those that's selling goods. So we don't have resources, or we're not using our money to buy resources to sell resources. Mm-hmm. So I mean, when we talk about our people and our spending habits, yeah, we'll go spend $150 on the brand newest pairs of Jordans, and when it comes to putting that $150 into your child's education fund or something like that, you know, we don't see the value in that.
Okay. Lonnie, is it safe to say, here on the Love Power Show, we offer analysis, solutions to the problem, we provide leadership as well, but more importantly, we examine those issues, we break them down to bare bones by which we can see them. Do I hear you saying that as a group, we don't prioritize, we lack the discipline that we need, and we, in general, not all of us, not specifically,
Right.
we suffer from a disease called consumerism. Did I hear you, in essence, put that forward?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Lonnie. Most eloquent, I must say. Jeffrey, help us out here. We're trying to figure this thing out. Now, we've said that we do all these things here. We bring the issues to the table. We debate these issues. We take positions. We define and defend those positions. That's what we say we do here. Can you help us in that realm of thinking?
Well, since I definitely want to co-sign with my brother Lonnie on that. We're definitely spending way too much money on the wrong things and not the things that will create and sustain wealth. You see, because it is our choice, you know, if we're going to live in this economy that we're in here and work and get a paycheck, we have the choice of what we want to do with our money. But like the brother said, we don't have a direction or a pot or a collective pot or a collective idea as to what we should do with that money when it's earned. And we definitely should not be spending 100% of it. If we're going to save, let's say, just throw a round number out there. A lot of people are comfortable with the 10% idea, but if we had an idea of saving that money, we still can't even stop at saving. We have to even go an extra step with investing that money. Investing that money in things that will create and produce wealth for us. Therefore, we can get out. That way, we can get out of this consumerism that we have and become producers and distributors. That will set us up in a better, put us in a better place than just being consumers.
I think you just offered another solution to the problem that we face as a people. I want to go to Taluk next, but before I go to Taluk, I want to say that the phone lines are open. 901-324-00, 327-3400, or 901-327-2500. Then don't forget the $3,000 reward for any information leading to the capture apprehension for the murder of Deborah Redd. Now, Taluk,
Yes.
what about investing and a plan going toward trade and commerce?
The concept of investment is one of mankind's most ingenious inventions.
Okay.
However, because of our predicament in America, up from slavery, so to speak, we really never grasped the concept of investment. We were more geared towards labor. We just want to work. Okay, that's basically it. Okay, and for decades, or within my lifetime, the politicians who run for office in Memphis, Tennessee, and other places around the country are always promoting themselves as being candidates who's going to find jobs and more jobs. Okay, so we're programmed to avoid investments, but look for the job. And on the job, our pay is half that of other Americans. So we don't really know we don't know the real wealth of America. We have no idea what that represents. The average Caucasian American makes 50% more, pardon me, 100% more than what the average black American makes. And that's a statistical fact. That's not just talk.
Well,
So
that has been documented.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead,
absolutely.
go ahead.
So we have been, I like to use the word colonized.
Okay.
We have been
Right.
colonized to think that wealth is generated from labor. Impossible. Wealth is generated from investment. Okay, and we have become very sensitive to loss. If we lose a dollar, we get out the game. We quit. And we talk about the person who we actually allowed an opportunity to invest the money or whatever.
The average African American, do I hear you saying, is afraid?
Absolutely terrified. Because our income is so small until any loss is shocking. You know, it's just shocking, and we can't stand to lose ever.
How about this cliche? We are so afraid, we're not used to anything. We hold a dollar so tight until that cliche, how about that cliche? Nothing can get in.
Nothing can get in. No light can get out.
So, don't mention the light at the end of the tunnel.
No, it's not there.
It is impossible to see that light at the end of the tunnel. Now, Omar, he said a lot. He talked about indoctrination. He talked about fear and investment and the like, and wealth being generated. How about this wealth disparity? How about much of wealth that white people have based on their white privilege, much of it being inherited? And how far can we go back when we say inherited? Omar, come on. Charlie, you laughed on that.
When you hear Dr. Talib speak the truth, and you talk about inheriting wealth, it goes back to when they first got to America. They inherited it by killing the Indians, and then giving it to their own people. They have had so many government handouts to white people that it's almost impossible to even number them. At one point, it was an Indian land grab. They grabbed all the land they could get after they got through killing the Indians. But let's look at something else. We're talking about money. Dr. Amos Wilson says that black people use money for medication. They got to medicate their feelings of self-hatred. So they got to buy something that makes them feel like they're worth something. So that's why they'll buy a $200 pair of Jordans that only cost $8 to make. But they'll spend $200 so they can say, I'm somebody. They'll buy a $300 pair of True Religion jeans that cost $10 to make because they want to feel like, I can afford this. They want to give money to people that don't look like them, so the people that don't look like them will think they got something, so they can be like them. They're doing everything they can, long hair, light skin. That's why they go on one with red bone, not just a black woman. They're trying to self-medicate their feelings of inferiority and their feelings of self-hatred. But going forward,
Let's go forward.
if white people gave us what they gave themselves in terms of welfare, if they gave us just half of what just kept us half of what you gave yourself, black folk would be on top overnight. If we got free land and free labor, that's why they came in the first place. They were given free land and free labor, and if somebody gave me free land and free labor, hell, and that's what we're talking about. They had investment. Investment was a land. It was a labor. Work the land with the free labor, you can put all the money you want in the bank. And that's what they've done. Even the people that fought in the Civil War, the North fighting the South, even when the South lost, they still got free land. Even though they were supposed to be the enemies of the North. What did black folk get? They promised folk 40 acres and a mule, and they gave them nothing.
And still nothing.
And still nothing.
Never anything.
So, what we've said here, we've talked about on this show, on many occasions, about the mental damage. And Lonnie, you just mentioned that a moment ago. So, does that mean here at this table that we continue to examine and educate and push forward? Is it true to say that a lot of times the solution is in the problem? Go ahead, Lonnie.
Yes, sir. And we have to make it aware to our people and not be ashamed to address directly the issue. And I just appreciate being around brothers like y'all, this ain't the first time, what we saying is nothing new. And when we leave, it's probably gonna still continue to be spread to our people. But until it's pricked in each one of us, our hearts, to just like, people say, I want to go to the gym, I need to work out, And true enough, by going to the gym, you can build strength. But when you get that conviction in your heart, you can exercise at the house, and you're gonna, build strength there at your home. And then when it's time to go to the gym, you're gonna be motivation for other people out there. They're gonna say, hey, that man is not playing. He's obviously been doing something, And it's the same way we got to think of like with our people and liberating on a psychological level, because it is psychological. We may not have the physical yokes on our wrists and on our necks, but psychologically they beat us up, man. We get dumped on. So,
Come on, Talu.
Yeah, and actually we're doing a lot of it ourselves, 2 hour sales.
yeah.
Okay, we are actually purchasing the inferiority. You know, if like Omar just mentioned, you take you spend several $100s for something that values $8 to $16. You spend several $100. You are actually buying your own inferiority. And then when you come back to investment, you think about it. We're around this table, 5 men, investing in our community right now. Okay? In other words, no human being does something for nothing. Okay? In other words, whatever you are about, there's a value to it. We sitting around this table, there's a value to that. Because if you had to pay somebody just wages to come in and make these discussions, and that pay is based on pay across the board, and you calculate that times 5, that's the value of what we are putting into our community. So, when we invest in our community, we have a stereotypical mind that says that the only way you invest in your community is put t-shirts on little children and go out and pick up trash. Now, that's our thinking of investment, but this is an investment here. And we're looking for a return. And that's why we come here every week to pound on the subject matter, to get deep into the content of things and find solutions for them among ourselves. But the public has a responsibility too. It's not just our responsibility. I mean, it's insane to have problems of the magnitude that we have, and the public is expecting 5 men to produce the solution to all of the current problems. Can't do it.
Well, let me ask you a couple of questions. Do I hear you saying that in general, African Americans, as a result of all of this indoctrination, inferiority complex, consumerism, and all that, are investing in their own demise / destruction?
Absolutely.
Do I hear you saying that?
No question about it. It goes much deeper.
And so therefore, not just us, but all men, black men, whatever they want to call themselves, African Americans, it is their responsibility to continue to pound away at the problem and present a solution. And do I hear you saying that here at this table, every Sunday we come in here, we present solutions?
We have produced the narrative that should go straight across Memphis and straight across the United States. But the problem is, since we're so indoctrinated, and colonized, our people think that we have to make this presentation a certain way. Okay? It has to be whitewashed. Okay? It's got to be stated in a way that doesn't cause anybody's, it doesn't cause anybody to be upset. You got to sanitize the narrative. But I don't think so. I think that our solutions from this table is just one of many from many people. Okay, so we have to become much more general as a people and understand that what you're hearing here is unique and it may be different, but there are some other people in other places saying what you want to say the way you want it to be said too. Okay.
Oh,
Jeffrey, go ahead.
I absolutely agree with both of the brothers. This is something that we're not going to stop talking. We're not going to stop talking until the problem is solved. Who solves a problem without talking? You know, that's what I have. I have a big criticism on people. Well, all you do is talk. Y'all, what are y'all doing? Well, you ain't even talking. What are you doing? You criticizing the people who have the sense of mind to know that there's a problem out here that needs to be addressed. Where are you at?
So Jeffrey, is it safe to say that repetition here is key?
Oh, yeah.
Repetition, because like Talut has said, Omar has said, the word is not getting through because of all of the things that have been done. We've got the Willie Lynch syndrome.